trying to get him with his blower. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him. Oh my goodness, he got him. Poor Jay. Dad's blowing out his air filter. Garrett's going to dump the bean truck. Guys are greasing Dad's head, or combine. Oh, I got something better. Oh yeah, I got something way better. That looks better. I'll do the 50-yard greasers on mine, fixing the chain. Maintenance.
Currently at Ivers Farms. What you got going on today?
Cleaning out filters, greasing. The typical, what is today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
The typical Tuesday.
That thing is nasty.
Some people use Taco Tuesday. We use Filter Tuesday.
You heard it. Filter Tuesday. It is like 35 degrees today and beautiful corn weather. Fall is here, boys. Fall is here.
One field down for the day. Not the best. Not bad for this place though, just not very good.
Day's not off to a very good start. It is, what time here? 11:45, and I'm not going yet. David is going for a little bit. Still don't have his combine fixed. But you might be able to see him over there in the distance. He is cutting. I got a bolt missing right there. Can you see that? In the leveling part, keeps the wing floating. Big old long bolt, and when I kick this in gear, the wheel ran backwards. That's got something to do with the wheel reversing kit they put on. So they're coming to put the bolt in and fix the reel so it runs the right direction, and maybe I can get a little bit cut before the day's over. This has been a continuing saga, one thing and then another. We was blowing and going for a little while, but boy, the last 2 or 3 days, we ain't got much done.
Well, I find myself in the combine. Not driving the combine, I had to start the combine. His combine shut down for some reason. Got hot. I don't know. I'm checking things out now. I'm starting to see if it started. It started. I'm doing some greasing this morning. Somebody must have, one of these arms hits these side covers, doors right here for the cleaning area. Door popped off, so much crap came out down from the radiator screen. Track and combine got hot, so. That should suck that off and put it through here. That separator's gotta be in for that to work. Yeah, the separator's gotta be in to get that to suck. It's gonna get really dirty here in a second. I think it'll work. I think it's just that door popped off. Oh yeah, that's that screen off right there. Get out right down here.
Bean cutting update. Or as mine goes, I have my McDonald head fixed. They got the gearbox, new gasket put in it, a few bearings. Went ahead and replaced the bearings while we was in there. A new gasket on, so that's not leaking anymore. Combine is still foobarred. I guess it's not completely foobarred. Maybe I shouldn't say it that way. Anyway, still have a fuel pressure relief problem. It's still popping the relief valve. So I've had Justin from H&R out here. He's been out 3 times. He's tried tracking some stuff down, and he called Case called Case IH for an assist, which you know all the big companies have an assist team. And he was already, I guess, doing what they thought he should be doing, and their advice was good luck. So that's the issue. We don't really know what it's tied to. It was a ground wire, wiring, the well, we know it's not the injection pump because we just put a new one on. So it could be the injectors, the fuel rail, and the injectors. So that's the next step. They're going to put that in. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. We'll see where we get. Me and Dad's going to try to get these seed beans finished up. It'd be really nice if we could get it done today, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Might be tomorrow morning before we get them finished up. We're getting there. We were going like hell on wheels cutting beans, but we've been held up a little bit. A few different problems here and there. Oh, and I think I'm gonna get to try out this X9 tomorrow afternoon, and hopefully all day Thursday. So that's actually gonna work out really well. They can fix my combine and I'll run a demo combine.
I have a young guy with me today. Right with me, ain't you? What's your name?
Carter
Last name?
Smith.
And whose farm are we on? Who owns this?
Fred.
Grandpa Fred?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandpa Fred's farm. So you come to ride so you could watch us cut beans, didn't you?
Yeah.
What do you think? You want to drive a combine someday?
Yeah.
Yeah? It'll be fun, wouldn't it? It's fun for the first couple hundred hours.
Did the Moore farm. That's what we're doing now. The Moore out west of us in St. Louis. Eckert farm. It wasn't too good. A little too dry on it. This out here on Moore's not too bad, but it's got its dry spots too. But averaging not too bad. Just a little weaker out here. It's got some terraces and things. It's doing all right. So all in all, good day. It's rain Friday. Guess it's nice to have another little shower. Buy a little break. A little moisture in the soil.
I think I mentioned last video, we got to the source test where it's applied on corn at fungicide. Didn't see any difference there. Just had our test when it was applied at post spray, and it wasn't a good enough test. I'm throwing it out. It wasn't. When the sprayer got there, it didn't set up right. So no opinions on that. And we haven't got to the soybean test yet. They should get to that. Maybe they're going to be moving to Indiana. They're going to be moving to Indiana tomorrow. It's over that way. Pit stop. Changing fuel filters. I don't know how anything could have got dirty out here. Well, that job's half done. It's got two filters. The main one on the engine, that's an Element. It's one that really probably needed it. He's losing just a little power. It's only going to get worse as it gets tougher in the evening as the dew settles on it, but we've got more problems. So we didn't have the one that goes on the engine, but we did have the other one that comes out of the tank with the water separator on it. So we changed it. JC and we got in at the shop. David went after some today, but they didn't get the right ones. It's right there. It's just right there. It is dusty.
Well, we're on the farm that was a Seidel and Grub farm now in Lucan. I think now it's just the Grub farm. That family owns it, I think. It's pretty good.
Got the fuel trailer up, fill it up. Corn and Jay. Go through the woods to get to this field. Getting there. Knocking her out. Got just a couple drops of rain, but it looks like it's falling apart as it gets closer. Don't look like it'll amount to much, at least not yet. Maybe to the north, it's like I was getting some, northern Illinois.
Hello YouTube, I am not plugged up, but I wanted to show you how this reel reverse works. See, I left grain in the header. Now watch what happens. Just kicks all that out on the ground. If you had a chunk or something in there that you run into, you wouldn't have to dig all that out. You have to take care of it, spit it out, just get out and pick it up. That simple. And we just put it back in forward motion, and we're good to go. I really like that reversing reel.
Doing a population test here, 1742, I think it is, a new Pioneer, but this is 38,000 this pass. I know it won't be as good. Look how bad elbow it is. What I've seen, I don't want any 38,000. Don't make it much. Elbow's worse. This will pay out. We'll see how this test come out. The last one, 38 was not as good. It was a different number. But it's where the lodge, just not the lodge so bad. It's really bad. The other run, even the 34 is nothing like the 38. Got the side over there's the 34. It's a whole lot better than this 38. Alright, I'm in the 34 now. Can you see this on the video or not?
Well, the combine is not fixed.
But it is not large. Here's that.
And that's not surprising.
And here's the 30,000. Staying pretty good. World of difference.
Well, my combine update. I couldn't get anywhere last night. Fuel pressure relief was going off every, I don't know, few minutes. I couldn't go 5 minutes, so gave up for last night. And then this morning they came. Yesterday they put on an injector pump. That didn't fix it. Today, took combine in, got it back to our home farm, put in a new fuel rail and all new injectors. I kind of thought maybe we had it fixed because it started and ran. I come down the field and I cut 12 acres and it should come on again. So still not fixed. So let's see if I can help Dad at least finish seed beans here in Illinois, so at least he can move to Indiana. All right, I forget where I was at, but we are not. My combine's not fixed, so they're coming tomorrow, and I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe a background, maybe who knows, a CPU of some sort. We will. We shall see. Supposed to have that X9 to demo tomorrow, so that'll help, I guess. We still have 2 combines running.
Last load of corn in Lawrence County going in the truck. Beans already done here too, so 2 counties done, corn and beans. So 2 to go. We're gonna head down we're gonna go up to the farm. We're right below it. That 20 acres here we're at the field, finish. And we're gonna head to Wabash County. So they'll be done down there today and head over to Indiana, and then we will be 2 or 3 days behind heading over there.
This is why I like auto steer. Just hope there's not an elephant laying down out here. Sure can't see much when it's like this. Well, you can see better going this way. Today that happens to be south. And I want you to see this coming up right here. A little bitty strip here. Got a little bird flying around out there. We'll get to the end of this. Coming up, coming up. Oh, rabbit. Hey, that is the last of it. 2023 soybean crop is history. So good deal, huh? And it's been a good crop. I don't know what's made over here yet, but they've been good beans. A lot better than I expected them to be. So that's done.
He's trying to get him with his blower. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him. Oh my goodness, he got him. Poor Jay.
I hope I got that on camera. I gotta get somebody that blower every year. I got Jay today, so I hope I had it pointed right. Oh, it's mean, but it sure is funny.
Look, guys. Good luck. Jay and Aaron's gonna go down the Freds, get that all set up. We're gonna be using his biggest bin down there. I think it's 50,000 bushel bin. Justin from H&R's here, still working on that David's combine. Luckily we got that X9 coming for him to demo today while they try and figure that out. And I'm gonna go fix a stout on Dad's combine that got a little bent last night. Made it to the field. Definitely it's foggy this morning. And she bent. And it's one that got one of the feelers on right here. This is a height sensor, so it can automatically go. There's one here, one in the middle, and one on the other end. It keeps it level this way and the right height up and down. So definitely needs fixed. That is bent and the wires broke, so we're gonna have to fix that. Hey, you see where the wires broke? There, right here is the sensor. This hits the ground, it tells it if it was too low or not. Wires broke, does that, and plugs in, stays on the combine, or on the head. Old one off, and new one on. This thing's got a little bend to it. We'll go see if it works. Hopefully it works. Well, not much room to wire that in there. I'd take a guard off, and well, we'll see if it works. Hopefully it works. Well, it works. Got it on the ground, and as the ground shifts contour a little bit, the header's moving too. So that means our snout's on and all wired up and good. All right, go by the bins, make sure Jay and Aaron got that that all set up fine. See if they need some help, and go get Dad. He's in the office doing some paperwork, and come back to big corn. You get all done? I showed.
Look at you, you got done when we did.
That's right. I'm like a blister. I show up when the work's over. On the way back to farm side stop at spot, we got rye coming up here. That's good to see. Also got some corn too, but freeze will kill it. Huh. All right. Just wonder if it's thick enough. 45 is what somebody told us, pounds per acre, but I don't know. I've also heard up to 60, so kind of playing with it. We're new at this. Rookies.
Good morning, YouTubers. It's Thursday. We're over here, just moved over to the Indiana side of things here for Ivers. And yours truly's been out of town for a few days. Made a little trip out to Vegas. Came back. Decided to come back to work when Denny called, so things are a little different today. While I was gone, they had some issues with David's combine, and so our good friends over at Alliance Tractor here in Vincennes has brought out a loaner combine to try out. David's going to be in it today. We have Garrett replacing George today in the combine. George is out today for a day, and so yours truly is going to be running 2 trucks today back and forth to the bins. So short run, so it shouldn't be an issue. So but we're just going to try to get through the day and see how things go. And David was able to get the John Deere up and running, and so now we're making progress through the fields. Garrett's becoming an old pro real quick, so things are happening today. David's first official dump with the John Deere combine. Well, unfortunately, David's combine woes still continue today. Got the John Deere this morning, got a couple loads through it, and had another breakdown. So Garrett's out there, as you can see, in a cloud of dust off the horizon there, still holding up the fort over here. So we're making progress, but still a slow cutting day. So hopefully David will be up and running here. They're back down there. I seen a truck roll in.
I am demoing the X9 1100. I don't know, the big one. Got a 45-foot draper on it. We are some bean cutting fools today. This thing is impressive. At least I'm impressed with it. I don't know, maybe everyone out there that has run one, maybe they aren't, but it can put through the material through. Running it today, and we're going to get it running tomorrow. So tomorrow should be a pretty fun day, because we think, with fingers crossed, that my red combine might be fixed. So we're going to bring it over in the morning and run 3 combines cutting beans and have a couple truck drivers. We just need the auger wagon, but I don't think Denny's going to give up the auger wagon, so that's all right. We'll get a lot done. Get a lot done over here in Indiana. Big fields, everything goes quick. Get a lot more done. So anyway, with this X9, and so thank you to Alliance Tractor for bringing it out, to Brian and Gerald and Seth for coming out and helping me, showing me a few things on it. I don't know, it's a beast. So I don't know, I'll have some more to say on it maybe later tonight or in the morning, and we'll go from there. But I like it. It's a good machine.
We're on Fred's ground getting his corn picked. It's real good. There's his grandson, seen last video. He's all over the place. Another load, another load. He's going directly into Fred's bins, which is just right there. We're right behind him. I'm gonna have to stop. I did this morning. My front track smells like fire. Getting a lot of stalks jammed up right there, which always happens a little bit, but seems to be happening worse there. I need to investigate. Do that daylight after I get cleaned out, but might switch to the row crop tractor. It'll have a lot more room there. The reason that I haven't or don't usually is just because it's got a smaller, narrower track, just in case it gets super wet. I think it might compact the ground a little bit more, but it is tracked, so probably be fine. But anyway, since they're smaller, they're farther away from the frame, so we won't have that problem with that. But get out, clean out again. I might get an action shot of it, but it's dark and it's just me pulling stalks out of a track.
Well, Friday, we're on Fred's here at his house. It's supposed to rain tonight pretty well for sure. Chance this afternoon. Pretty dark looking now. But we'll get down here today, hopefully, before it rains. You know, we'll have in Illinois, Chili Hill. Moving to Indiana, which there's a lot of corn in Indiana. I gotta go sign some papers, so Reese is gonna be running the combine a little bit, and Jay's gonna be running the auger wagon, and Reese forgot to bring any ad fills. Putting up with the auger wagon operator. Good luck.
Well, he's got an appointment, so I'm gonna drive the combine. Time to clear my throat. All right, we are rolling. Probably gonna go a little, well, definitely gonna go slower than he does, but just don't. We're on the Fred Smith ground, real good ground, but it's also very hilly, so I just don't want to bend the snout while he's gone. If we don't bend the snout, we're gonna call that a win. First up for the beat, for the JV team here. Better get off here. Boy, elbow bad. Glad we got this head sight, true sight. Hard to find the rows. It's doing a pretty good job though. A lot better than I'd be doing.
Got David over there trying out the X9 to my left. Sure you can probably see him. If I get past the hopper, you can. And I'm still in my combine. Garrett's over here to my right, running David's today. So we got 3 of them running right now. Pulling up there to those bins, you can see in the distance. And got 2 drivers, Gordon and Fred. So 3 combines, 2 truck drivers, and we ought to get a little something done today. If it don't rain too soon, then it looks like we're gonna have a while. Might rain till this evening.
Well, would you look at this? Right when we get the small field done, it's got a tree in the middle and some washes down corn. Look who just happens to show back up. Hey, how long did you sit at the corner down there and watch for us to get done with that small field before you showed back up to get back in?
I went around that small field for you twice.
Yeah. We appreciate it. Hey. He wasn't taking our spots. We gotta go play more. He was just bringing us food. We apologize.
He's a good boss.
Yeah, good boss. Great boss.
My dad, I tell you. Great guy. Big shout out to the boss for lunch today. Beautiful. You cannot go wrong with Mad Pig's pulled pork sandwich. Just can't. I'm getting a little seat time with the auger cart today. It was well needed. I've done a lot of trucking this year. So it's been really good crops, and that's good. That's what we want. So beans are doing really good. Corn's really good. Everything's good. It's a happy harvest. So, yeah, ain't really got much to say. We're about done with Illinois, and we're gonna be moving to Indiana. I would think this weekend, depending on what the weather does. And yep, hopefully we get to Indiana. I might break away if the one driver can keep up. I might do some tillage, so get some Salford action. I am really looking forward to doing some of that. So I'm never been near excited until Salford came along, and I love tilling ground.
I am hoping you will be able to see as easy as I can where the irrigation stops on these beans. It's very clear to see from here. That line where it turns to a lighter shade of brown, that's where the irrigation starts. You can see it over there. That's where it reaches to, and there's quite a difference in it this year. Some years, of course, if it's not a dry year, it don't make as much difference. But this year was kind of dry. See that distinct line right there where the irrigation starts? But you watch the yield. There's 55 back there where there's no irrigation. Starting to come up. $73. Not quite there. 74. Almost 20 bushel difference. It's a pretty good difference.
What is it, Friday the 13th? Oh my goodness, it is Friday the 13th. Booga booga. So, well, I'm still running the green one. Dad is in his, and Garrett is running mine. Garrett's, maybe, fingers crossed, my red combine's fixed. Haven't had any issues with it since they found that loose ground. Garrett's drove it over here this morning, been cutting beans with it all day. So far so good. So, I don't know if you can see him out there. There's Dad, there's Garrett. I don't know. It's an impressive machine. A lot of it'll eat the crop. Got a lot. I don't know. It'll handle a lot. So I don't know more than a red one's, but it's supposed to because it's a bigger combine, class 11, I guess, and ours are class 9s. I'd say the biggest nitpick I would have about this machine is that I cannot get the sample as clean as I can get it with the others, with our red ones. So it's kind of unfortunate. Mess with it quite a bit. I'm sure somebody out there is going to say, or they know how to do it. Maybe they do. I don't know. That's very well possible, but it is where we are. Anyway, a lot of stuff on here that Case needs too, though. The percentage monitor on telling you how much is in your grain tank. I don't know why. You can just count. I don't know. It's a little more of a handy deal than just having the sensors in the, which this has got the sensors in the hopper too. But it's always continuously counting how many. Once you get it calibrated, it's counting what's going in. And if you dump any off, it's counting what's going out. So you got a percentage of how full and how full your hopper is. Dump some off, it's going to count backwards. Add some in, harvest it, it's going to put it on there. This may sound very simple, but it is. I don't know, simple or nitpicky. But our case doors, we always have to slam them shut. This Deere door's got there's a little mechanized motor in here. Just barely shut it and closes on down for you. Not sure what else to say. I'll probably think of it after I get off of here. I know I should have said that, which I guess I'll record it then. We're gonna go till it rains here, or probably maybe raining here in a few hours. Get done what we can.
Well, that's over with. Back to vacation here in the auger wagon. Actually, I had to work in that thing. Getting a lot done today. We got 3 combines going to beans, 1 X9 that we're demoing, 2 9250s, and we got 1 9250 going to corn. So we got 4 combines running, covering acres, but the sky's looking dark in the west. I don't know how long it's going to last, but well, it's going to last forever. So, done while we can. Kind of nice to have 4 combines one day. Rain's still not quite here. This might be our last load. We might quit a little early so we don't get things in a mess. This is our first field we picked that was 100% cover cropped, and it's not as good. I don't know why. I don't know if that's the reason. Perfect stand, just, I don't know. Just makes me wonder if it robbed a few nutrients. I'm not sure. Alright. Decided to quit before we made a mess. It's just about here. Go ahead and quit and see what it does. I'm going to take this up to Fred's and unhook it, because I'm going to put the 500 row track on this, because this is having a lot of trouble with the radiator getting clogged up and overheating. I got to clean it off about twice a day, so it needs cleaned off good. So take it to the shop, unhook this, and go do that. I'm going to ride the road track, because I had a lot of issues with stocks piling up like always, but it seems to be worse than normal. I even had the track smolder a little bit yesterday. So get that road track, the track's farther away from the actual tractor, so give us a little more room where hopefully that won't happen.
Well, we're getting rained out, so we got 3 combines sitting here waiting on a truck. As always, you go one round too many. It's not raining so much as it's just sprinkling. And I think maybe one thing I didn't include in the video, my best guess is X9 is probably about, capacity wise, 30%, 25-30% more. Gonna do probably 30% more than the cases we run, so somewhere in that area. Get done, get everything tarped, shut up, head to the house, I guess. See ya.
Woo, got a little wet. Not from unhooking it, which I got unhooked, but getting the track on.
Just go back to the road here, see if we can get
There's a few little black dogs in there, so they want to drive that far back home with it like that, even though it's raining. Probably been fine, but I don't have to worry about nothing. So heading in, backside Fred's here. That's it for this video. I don't know. We'll see how much we're rained out for, but I'm sure I'll probably see you Wednesday at 3.